Now, we're in so much debt in America, but yet we have money to fight on all these fronts. See, well, where are they getting the money from? How is America getting this money? Don't fall for the okie doke when they tell you America is borrowing all this money from China. That's BS, people. That's BS. China is not. We're not borrowing all this money from China. All China doing is buying our treasury notes. That's it. What they're doing is just printing up money. And that money is going to the pockets of these people who run the defense industrial complex. That's it. The military industrial complex. That's who's getting this money. Have you ever wondered, right around, I guarantee you, you won't even be able to tell what area in the United States are building missiles and building these tanks. Where are they made at? Where are these tanks made? Where are the missiles made? Where's all this money where you can spend a couple of $100 billion a year to fight wars and drop bombs on people? Where's it going? I'm going to tell you where it's going. It's going right back into the people who put these people in power. Oh, man. We're not leaving Afghanistan. We're not leaving Iraq. We're not leaving Libya. We're not leaving none of those areas. Once we go someplace, we don't leave. It's not, how shall I say, colonizing? No. This is imperialism. And America hates that word imperialism. But this is what it is. We're occupying foreign lands. Why? Why are we occupying these people's country? Is it because of the natural resources they have? Is it? Or is it because of the financial control of these people? See, what a lot of people don't understand is Iraq controlled their own economy. Everything was nationalized. In Libya, everything was nationalized. Egypt, everything was nationalized until they decided they wanted to get in good graces and tried to overthrow and what they did, kill Mr. Sadat. And you had Mr. Mubarak come to power with the help of us. And for 30 years, we funded them, got them all kind of loans. Then in the 1990s, we gave them an economic hitman. And what they did was they did a structural adjustment program and they privatized every industry in Egypt. Same thing is going on right now in Libya. Mr. Gaddafi, to try to get into good graces with the world community, he opened up his economy to the world. That was a bad thing because the first thing we did, Mr. Obama, he froze all his assets. Now you said, well, wow, how can you freeze another country's assets? Did anybody freeze American assets when we invaded Iraq illegally? No. Oh, I tell you, people, you're in a world of trouble. Because of all this debt America is in, we love to distract you with wars. Every time America gets itself in these situations, we go to war. World War II, World War I. What happens? America's in debt. Take them to war. The Great Depression. To get us out of that debt, war. We go back into a recession. What we do, we invade Korea. What happens? We come back, another recession. Boom. Let's go into Vietnam. People, all this country knows is war and debt. And what they're doing is placing us in ever increasing debt. When you have $900 to $1 trillion of student loans out there, $900 billion to $1 trillion. That's the debt that these young people are in. These people don't even have jobs. So can you imagine that place that type of debt burden and that type of debt load on these kids that's getting ready to go to school and graduate? Why isn't education free in America? You didn't cut everything. Why isn't education free? Information should be free. Knowledge should be free. It should be a price on knowledge. But what they've done, they've privatized the educational system. That's what college is. They've privatized it. It's going in the hands and the pockets of greedy people. And if you notice, as they keep slashing the budgets, they keep raising the tuition. And the poor kids, they have to go buy these books. They got to go and register for all these classes. What's going to happen when they graduate? You could just, here's your the diploma of worthlessness and go try to find a job. Yeah, are you teaching them to be entrepreneurs? No, you're not. But you're going to get them to go take all these different kind of classes. That's not going to help them. Because when they get out, they're going to have to face the real world with all the trade agreements from NAFTA to CAFTA, to the World Trade Organization treaties that we have all around the world. The so-called globalization. And you're going to make these kids think that they're competing with people in foreign lands. No, they're not. What are they competing with? In the foreign countries, all they're doing is manufacturing our goods that we shipped out of this country. The ones that go and get the technical degrees, you ship those jobs overseas to India and China. Why? Because both of those populations have over 1 billion people. So you rather go and get those people and pay them $5,000 a year instead of paying somebody in America that money who could put that money back into the economy. Again, think about this, people. Your whole life, all you're doing is consuming. So the debt that America has is from consumption. Consumption. Every day of your life, all you're doing right now in America is consuming. We don't. What you make? What we make in America? Think about it. What you make? You don't make anything. What you do make is debt. And that's why we're in this state. Because we've allowed these people, because our ignorance, we've elected people who have nothing to do with you. They don't care about you. They don't even live in your areas. But what they do is they relocate themselves just for that time, and then they get the big money people to bombard you with commercials and propaganda. And you ever wonder why they always say all politicians lie? Maybe it's because you want them to lie to you. Is that really what it is? You want them to, you want to be lied to. But you know, I'm going to stop on that because I don't want you to think I'm bad-mouthing Americans. I'm not bad-mouthing Americans. What I want Americans to understand is this debt that we're in is because they want you in perpetual debt. Try to go to school and see how expensive it is. And think about it. Now they're getting away with, they're getting rid of professors. So you're going to sit there and say to yourself, well, now I'm in school. I'm getting my lecture given to me from somebody in another state. I'm watching them on TV. I'm watching them on TV. This is my professor. Someone's on TV. That's 500 to 1,000 to 2,000 miles away from where I'm at right now. This is where it's going, people. You can have all these kids in the auditorium paying thousands of dollars and so much debt, watching a television screen, no connection to a professor. Eventually it's going to be in the high schools and then the grade schools. The kids going to sit in front of a television. Just as what's going to happen with all these budget cuts. So when you keep on with the Tea Party mentality, you keep on with this debt mentality, you keep on with believing that this system that we're in right now is sustainable. It's not, people. Debt is not sustainable. It's not. Interest is destroying America. And we've allowed this to happen because we haven't woken up. Get out of the matrix, America. Get out of the matrix. Everybody should be wanting to taste that steak.